Top 10 Overpopulation Essay Topics. Overpopulation, Causes, Effects, and Solutions. The concept of overpopulation is not new. The planet has a finite amount of space and resources to offer, and technological advances can only soften the situation. Various scholars point to different factors influencing population growth. Some of these are advances in food production, technological advances, advances in medicine, and poor family planning. In your article, you could consider these factors, elaborate on the effects of overpopulation, and suggest possible solutions. Overpopulation benefits. Overpopulation is usually viewed as a negative phenomenon, leading to devastating environmental consequences. In an essay on this topic, we invite you to look at the phenomenon from a different angle. The possible benefits of a growing population are rapid technological and economic development, the emergence of new workforces and markets, and increased cultural diversity. Impacts of overpopulation on the environment. In an essay on this topic, we suggest that you consider one or more of the devastating effects of overpopulation on the environment. One of the main ways overpopulation affects the environment is water pollution. There is also the problem of overflow, which limits the water supply. Soil degradation is another significant impact of overpopulation. As the population grows, so does the demand for the food needed to satisfy the growing population. How overpopulation affects our economy. In recent years, the population of the Earth has increased dramatically. At the same time, the most significant population growth occurred in the world's poorest countries. Chronic overpopulation, a lack of resources, and an inefficient economy lead to poverty, malnutrition, and high death rates. An increase in the death rate, in turn, will burden the country's social, medical, and educational institutions. The impact of overpopulation on third world economies is a fascinating essay topic. Overpopulation and food production problem. As the world's population continues to grow, the problem of food and sustaining the resources people need to survive becomes more and more evident. Although food production methods have been developed in the agricultural and food industries in recent decades, the use of pesticides and other chemicals threatens the sustainability of these processes. We invite you to pay attention to the prospect of the inability to reproduce certain foods that may cause hunger for future generations. Managing overpopulation in India. According to the 2021 statistics, the poverty rate in India is 68.8%, with 30% of working citizens earning a daily wage of $1.25. This is an illustration of the fact that India is one of the poorest countries in the world. Due to overpopulation, India has faced many problems. High child mortality, malnutrition, child labor, lack of education, child marriage, HIV, and AIDS are just some of them. In your paper, you could consider the solutions to overpopulation in India. Global warming and overpopulation in the world. Population growth is one of the most critical factors influencing global warming. The more people, the greater the demand for oil, gas, coal, and other fuels that emit carbon dioxide when burned. But is this problem so severe, given that 50% of the annual global warming emissions are made by residents of developed countries suffering from a demographic crisis? Consider these issues in your essay. One-child policy in China, was it effective? The one-child policy pursued in China from 1979 to 2015 aimed to combat overpopulation. But was it really effective? This issue needs to be considered. While generally achieving its goal, the one-child policy has led to an aging population, gender imbalance, and increased income inequality in China. Overpopulation and poverty, what is the connection? In an essay on this topic, we invite you to examine the relationship between overpopulation and poverty. This relationship is ambiguous. On the one hand, a growing population can strain resources, exacerbate income inequality, and contribute to the persistence of poverty. On the other hand, more people in a given country can lead to a larger workforce, the emergence of new markets, and, as a result, economic growth. Overpopulation and healthcare. In addition to the negative impact on the environment, overpopulation entails an increase in the burden on the entire infrastructure of the state, primarily on medicine. The need for additional financial investments in the healthcare sector can lead to other industries suffering. We suggest you consider this issue and offer possible solutions to it.